Hey everybody, so I'm going to be talking about how to put a throttle limiter on a TTR-90. This is a 2000 TTR-90, but I believe almost all of the carburetors are exactly the same. This is the throttle cable. It comes down and there's a little pull cable. This goes up and there's two pieces. There's this little needle that sticks down and this basically gives it a pull, kind of like this. It pulls it up. There's a spring in here, normally in between, that kind of pushes it back. So that's your return. To limit this though, that's the trick. So what we're doing is we're taking a piece of pin, it's just a big pin, and we're going to slide it over top. And what I'm doing is I'm cutting it to give this limited travel. So that way he can't max out. That's my son. He can't max out the throttle. He can only give it a little pull, which as he gets a little more confident, you can cut it a little bit shorter to give him more and more throttle. It's a little bit of work, but it works perfectly. And usually the only time it goes bad is if you crush the pin inside by pulling the throttle really hard, which they can do eventually, but by then they're ready for it anyways. Alright, so here it is together. It's not lost on me, the irony of using a Caesar's Palace pin when, you know, Gary Wells and Evel Knievel, all those guys, Gary Wells especially, jumping over the fountain, bit it riding his motorcycle trying to do that jump. So kind of funny. I figured I'd grab this pin. But now that we have it together, it's going to go on here, and I'm going to assemble the bottom piece, which means I'm going to slide this cable into. Here it is all assembled. And I'm going to give the throttle a pull. And you can see the movement is very small. This only let a little bit of gas in, just a trickle. So getting it lined up, there's a little slide on the side, and there's the gas side. There's a hole here that says gas this way. Make sure you get that lined up correctly. It should slide in gently, and if it's not, then it's in the wrong position. Because it will go in a couple ways, a couple of wrong ways, and only one right way. And we're looking for the rightest way. Once it gets there, you'll know. Here it goes. Alright, there's a little gasket on the other side of here. Make sure that meets up true as well. Alright, so we have it on there. We're going to give it a kick and see how we did. This is the fun part, because if you screwed it up, she won't move anywhere. Oh, too tight. Nothing. Eh. Well, not too bad. Give it a little squeeze. I think that'll do nicely. And that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. And yep, everything's new on this bike too. Did a fair bit of work. This is not the original carburetor. It was replaced by the guy before me. It looks like the part, but this air filter is wrong clearly because it hits the fork. I don't know what's the right one, but it's fine. I don't really care. When it breaks, I'll replace it. In the meantime, it's kind of funny. And that's what you get for having a 21-year-old, almost 22-year-old bike.